Hi friends, I am sitting outside of a Goodwill, and an Aldi. There's the Goodwill. I actually just got my hair cut, and so I'm in a different part of town, and I remembered, I was like, I think there's a Goodwill like right down the road, and I was right. So I have been here a couple times. I think I've done a thrift with me before, but I figured we would pop in. The appointment went really fast. I got right in. So I have a little bit of time before I need to go get my kids. So we are of course looking for any new racks. We are looking for any new carts. Maybe we'll peruse around a couple sections and see what we can find to flip online for a profit. It's been a little bit of time since I've been to the store. I don't think I usually have like super huge hauls at the store, but I have found some bangers actually. So fingers crossed, let's go in and see what we can find. As you can see, I am making a beeline for the one new rack that I do see out on the floor. So there's only one as of right now, but I'm always hopeful that they're going to bring more out. So I'm going to keep an eye on the back door where they bring the racks out. I'm also going to keep an ear out because who doesn't know the glorious sound of a new Goodwill rack wheeling across the floor. I like this Lauren Ralph Lauren dress. If that were at the bins, I probably would have grabbed it, but just don't need to be paying it for Goodwill retail prices. As you guys know, when I'm shopping, my threshold is much higher at Goodwill retail stores than it would be at the bins, or if I'm getting it at a free swap meet or 50-cent day or something like that for other sourcing opportunities that I am very blessed to have in my area. So I'm able to be pretty selective at Goodwill, at the racks per se, but I'm not always good at it. So we're going to try to be selective today, and fingers crossed that we find some good things. But as you can see, per usual, there's going to be lots of mall brands. There's going to be lots of Target and Old Navy. All right, there ended up being a million golf tennis skirts on that rack, and I grabbed the two that were FootJoy. I did comp these, but seeing that they are $6 still, I was hoping to bundle them together, but based on comps, there's just not enough value for me to be able to pick those up for $12 for the bundle, so those do actually end up going back. At the bins, I absolutely would have grabbed them. Lots of stuff looks like maybe from TJ Maxx. I am very happy to see a new shoe cart out, so let's dig through and see what we can find. These REI probably were pretty nice, but at $12, I'm not even going to look them up. I've been struggling to sell some of the REI stuff, but again, if that were at the bins, I would have grabbed them for sure. The pricers on this day, we'll get to this a bit later, were just even more crazy than normal. Everything, all the shoes were so high. I mean, $25 for a pair of Timberlands. I have found some good shoes at this store before. This was where I found a really good pair of heels once. So I'm like hoping that maybe that luck can continue, but no such luck yet. Passing through some shoes on the top of the rack, and I see these, OMG, like these are college for me in the, like, let's see, I was in college from 06 to 2010. Wow. I mean, we wore those every weekend. Who's with me? Tell me in the comments if you had shoes like that. Yes. Where's my Y2K girlies? I know I'm not the only millennial out here. These I was hoping were Merrill. They were not, and they were $15 anyway. So these are a generic pair of beat up shoes for $15. There's not even a label on them. $15. Here is just a very, I don't know, flip-flop for $10. I decided to take a look at the bags. I had found a really cool Loungefly bag here once, so you never know if the luck is going to continue. Just looking at some of the wallets. I'm mostly looking for, you know, leather, really nice, maybe things that Goodwill won't know of. I'm always hoping that I'm going to find a Franklin Covey like a writing, what's the word I'm looking for? You guys know what I'm talking about. But no such luck. Someday I'll find one. Really nice leather, you know, binders and notebooks and things. So right now I'm mostly feeling for leather. This bag right off the bat felt really nice, so I'm trying to investigate a bit further. And this actually ended up being Sigrid Olsen, which I like selling their linen. I wasn't convinced for $12 after looking it up, but that's actually a really nice bag. I think most of my Goodwills are really good at going through their bags. I rarely find decent enough bags to pick up at my Goodwills. Trying to see how much this Steve Madden is at $15 is just not going to be worth it. You could probably get something similar to that for $15 at TJ Maxx. This one is peeling beyond belief. Well, this is not going great so far. I have not found a pair of shoes less than like $12, and it was for those like flip-flops. Like all of the normal shoes are at least like $15, $20, $25, which even for me in my Goodwill areas is a lot. And I'm striking out in the bag, so I might go check out the dresses. Also, does anyone else, like whatever product they put in my hair smells like peppermint? And I keep wanting to smell it, and people probably think I'm a total weirdo, but maybe let's go check the dresses. I just wanted to use this as a reminder that like not every store is going to be amazing. I just went through that entire row of dresses, and I have like 3 or 4 things that like maybe I'm gonna get, like bread and butter type stuff. So let me show you. But again, if you go to a store and you get disappointed, this happens sometimes, and that's okay. We keep going. So let me show you what I did find. The first thing I did end up picking up was this J-Jill dress. I loved that it was a maxi tiered ruffle skirt. I liked the stripes. It's 100% cotton. Hi. And it is a good size. It is a size large. It's petite, but that's okay, especially because it doesn't have to be perfect length. This I ended up leaving behind. This is Desigual. I could not figure out who the buy face was. If anybody knows, let me know. I spent so much time trying to figure that out. But the comps actually weren't great on this dress, and it had a little bit of maybe discoloration where I thought it should be more pure white. Here's a Free People cute little dress. This I did end up picking up. It's a linen cotton blend. I thought it was really cute. Obviously not great for the season, but stuff like this does still sell, or maybe I'll hang on to it till summer. Here's a Soft Surroundings, really beautiful dress. I've been slowing down so much on Soft Surroundings, but I picked this up because it was a maxi length, had a really pretty print, and it was new with tags. It is a size small, so that's a bit risky for the brand. If this were not new with tags, I probably still would have left it, but it's so nice. It's a nice soft stretch jersey knit, and hopefully someone will scoop that up and love it. I really wanted to pick up this Ralph Lauren. This was 100% linen, but they had it tagged up to $17 because it was new with tags. If this had been normal price at $8.59, I would have grabbed it. Heading over to the sweaters, I've had luck in the sweater section here too, so just going to what I know. I mean, who doesn't do that? I am definitely trying to be selective with sweaters because they are bulky to store, but this is a really good time of year to be listing sweaters. So I'm tending to go to this section when I am stopping by my local thrift stores, but also trying to be cognizant of the storage and the bulkiness of the items. Oops. Can you see it? I heard it come out of the door. So now we have to go investigate, and let's see what we can find. So off that new rack, I pulled this cashmere sweater, but I was good. There's just too much pilling. I was like, oh, I can sweater shave it, but it's no good. I ended up putting it back. I followed my rules, so I'm very proud of myself. But I was tempted to be like, I can sweater shave this and save it, but we put that back. This is a CP shade. It's a really good brand. It's 100% linen, very lag and look, very minimalist. I've only found this a couple times, so that was a great pickup for me. And then this was the find of the day. It saved the whole trip. This is a beautiful Ralph Lauren trench coat. But the best part about it, other than just the stunning style, is this collar is 100% lamb leather. It is so buttery soft. I love it so much. Something like this is actually really hard to determine a price because the comps are hard to be exact. There's all kinds of different things. You're never going to find the exact right one often, but I think I'm actually listing this at $150, so it was worth the $16 price tag for me.
Manager for return, please.
Here's something that Maria 2 years ago would have picked up in a heartbeat, but Maria today is leaving it behind, and that is this M Magashoni. It's a diffusion label. I did comp these because I do like selling it, but I ended up leaving both of these behind. It just looked like really weak sales for that right now. Birdie Gray is actually a higher end boutique bridal, like bridesmaids dress brand. This is probably something you're supposed to like get your bridesmaids, you know, as part of like your wedding party. I comped these and they were not worth picking up. I was thinking about getting them for myself, but I ended up leaving them behind. Something I did bring home with me I was very excited to see was this Packed. It's a long line duster cardigan. I think it's made from organic cotton. I loved the fall color, and this brand usually sells so quickly for me. I'm probably going to list this around $45 or so. Final cart check. I have 6 items coming home with me today. And this is just fun because this Skip Hop diaper bag I used for my daughter a long time ago. And we are done. So I ended up getting not very many, 6 items. I spent $51.66. I am really grateful that we found the Ralph Lauren and the Packed and the CP shades because they kind of saved it. Everything else is very bread and butter. There is a little bit of like discoloration, just like a teeny tiny bit under the CP shades, but I think I can OxyClean it and get it out because you can barely tell in most lights. I'm also very excited about the Ralph Lauren. I think it's really cool. That lamb leather is so soft and subtle. It's supple. It is like absolutely butter. So I'm hoping I can get maybe like $75 to $100 for that. Maybe that's shooting for the stars, but we're certainly going to try because it's special. It's in such great condition. I love it so much, and it definitely was the find of the day. All right, that is it. I have got to head and get my kiddos from school. Thank you for coming along. As always, if you have not yet subscribed to the channel, please do so. Give this video a big thumbs up, and we'll see you next time. Bye.